Hi, my name is Zuko. I'm a video game artist, and yes, today is another chill plus draw video. So I'm gonna sit down with these Copic markers and I'm gonna try to draw something pretty neat with them. I'm gonna go with just simple shapes today and see how things go. So let's jump right in. Doop doop doop. Gonna set up these space so I can do a drawing. Yes, need a new piece of paper. It's a special Copic paper. Definitely need my black markers, and then we'll just grab like a mid-gray, C5, there we go, C5. Then I'm gonna go with a C0. The numbers from 0 to 10 are from darkness and different shades of cool gray. These are cool gray markers, so they end up having a little bit of blue tint in a few of them. You can kind of see C4 has a lot of blue tint on a lighter color. It's just a way to kind of offset the gray so that it's not perfectly monotone. This is the palette I'm gonna work with today. Just try to see with 3 different shades what I can come up with. It looks like I have a pretty decent idea of what I'm gonna make now. Just some super abstract looking, almost like a spaceship. Definitely very geometric shapes and kind of a sci-fi look, and a lot of chaos going on around it. And I think the chaos is gonna have a lot of detail. So that's what I'm gonna go in next. I actually changed out the marker from a C0 to a C2. So my first layer is a C2, just so that way I have a little bit darker shades right out of the gate. Now I'm gonna move on to my C5 and we'll see how this one goes. And now I have the C5 layer done. I'm gonna move on to the black layer now, because now I can really start defining the shapes and getting like the overall pop of the colors in. Then I'll go back to the C5 and I'll probably refine a lot of the shading. And this is the black layer done. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna start actually doing some of the grays back in. I'll probably start with the background, because what I wanna do is I'll get the C5 back in here and I'll try to make this area bright and this area bright with a nice smooth gradient. That way things kind of pop more. Right now everything's all the same level. I wanna start making the forms here, the bigger forms, start to pop that. Just finished up all of the layers. I ended up going back in with the black a little bit afterwards, so I went back to the C5 to make this gradient like I was talking about. The gradient, I made this area lighter and this area lighter, but still had the nice C5 gradient fall off. That helped the middle pop quite a bit. Then I went back with the black marker, and my black marker is actually getting super dry. So because of that, I was able to do this really neat gradients from the dark areas here. And the reason why I was doing that, because as a whole, if you look at it from far away, I wanted to make the lower part darker than the higher part. So that way we had some sort of visual interest as your eyes moving across it. All right, so that's today's drawing. We have this abstract piece that has a lot of motion to it. I envision it kind of like a sci-fi building smashing into the earth in the lower corner there. Tried to use only 3 different shades, and I think that worked out really well for 2 reasons. It ended up making me think of how to solve problems, like how to blend things a little better, and it actually reduced the time that it took to make it. So this took about 2.5 hours, which I think if I was juggling all of those other colors, it would probably be around the 4-hour range. So that's today, and before I go today, I want to talk to you briefly about the schedule. It's the structure of Chris Zuko and what I'm kind of trying to do moving forward. So I have all these different types of videos which you've experienced in the last 2 months. Each video type is definitely related back to me as a person, and I really want to just have a place that everybody else can go to if they're interested in me as a person and what I do. They can go to that one place and they can kind of get everything all just categorized and neatly organized there. Right now, that is not the case. Everything's just kind of all in one list. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and say, okay, this is a different type of video, and I'm gonna split them up into playlists. All the different videos will have their own basic category. And because I'm doing that, then you can kind of follow those playlists rather than the actual channel itself as a whole if you're not interested in travel videos or whatever. The whole point though of putting it all together is to take a lot of the ease off my end and really just have a central place, because I don't want to have to manage 5 different channels. It's just one of those things. I just feel like it's a lot easier for me to just throw it all in one place and see what sticks, see what doesn't stick. And that's what I've been doing. So a lot of this has been just a lot of growth and learning, and I'm winging it as I go, so please bear with the fact that I'm really just trying to figure things out. Honestly, how am I gonna figure things out if I never try it? Anyway, if you like what I'm doing, please drop me a line down below, smash those buttons, let's go, and I'll see ya again in another video. Bye!